Another video. Would cause my misery. I was scheduled to go to Jason's house to do our assignment together. Even before going to his house, I knew that something would surely happen. We were having a spark when we talked, and I'm sure I saw Jason checking me out at the cafeteria earlier. Anyways, by the time I went to his house, it was pretty late. He greeted me with a smile. His house was totally empty, and when he said, "Make yourself comfortable. My parents are out of town, and my little brother is sleeping," I felt butterflies in my stomach. Would I get my first kiss tonight? We worked and researched for long hours until it was almost 11 p.m. I told him I should head home, but he insisted on me to stay longer. He invited me to bed to help him with his research. As our hands brushed each other's, I knew he wanted me. Our eyes locked, and he leaned in to kiss me. Our lips were just an inch apart when there was a knock on the door. Damn it! Without even thinking, I jumped up. Jason was reluctant to open the door. When I asked him why, he said he was not allowed to keep visitors past 10. His little brother would tell him off to their parents. Like a reflex, I got down and went under Jason's bed. He opened the door and I saw his little brother Mike's feet. He wanted to know when Mommy and Daddy were coming back. Apparently, he had a nightmare. Damn that kid. I couldn't believe I had missed the kiss because of him. After a few minutes, he went back to his room. I got out from the hiding position, and Jason started to apologize. As he came close to me, and as we started to continue what we left off, the doorbell rang, and we heard footsteps. Jason whispered that it was his parents. His mom entered the room and kept on boasting about the boat ride they had. She further said she wanted to surprise Jason, so they came home early with his cousins. Yes, you heard me right. After she left the room, I started to creep out from under the bed, but it was too late. Two of Jason's cousins came into his room and started playfully fighting with him. In a few minutes, they were on his PlayStation and lying on his bed. My head was hurting, and I was extremely hungry. It was almost midnight, and none of the cousins were leaving the room so that I could sneak out. A disaster, right? Just wait. So I was stuck there all night with nowhere else to go. My parents had called 1,000 times, but I texted them that I was crashing at Mary's house. For the next 6 hours of my life, I could not move my limbs or even lift my head. I did not sleep at all. I was stuck under my crush's bed all night. After his cousins fell asleep, I became too sleepy. I almost dozed off. That's when Jason quietly shoved me and woke me up. We sneaked out of his house, careful not to wake his parents or his cousins. It was almost 5 a.m. and too dark outside for me to go home alone. That's when Jason became a gentleman. He got his car out and drove me to my house. Early in the morning, I got to see the early sunlight reflect on his face. We met eyes, and just before we reached my house, he crept in and finished what we started. He kissed me. It was long awaited, but well worth this. This is how our love story began, by hiding under his bed for almost 6 hours. But I had no regrets, because everything afterwards for us was perfect. With the happy ending of my dreams, with the prince of my dreams, Jason. Share your thoughts in the comments if something similar ever happened with you.
Like, how you that fucking dumb, bro? Okay, guys.